Our Lady of Lourdes High School is made special by people. The faculty, the staff, and the students, so all of the people. And what I find in a community, a high school like Our Lady of Lourdes, is that everybody is giving of themselves exactly what they have. And whatever that is, makes it function in a way that is so beautiful and so passionate, so that the students here get not only an excellent education, but a beautiful foundation of how to exist in the world in a way that they will know joy and know peace in their lives.
I started right out of college at the age of 21, teaching high school sophomores and juniors, and a few years later I was asked to be campus ministry. So I've been doing that. This is 8th year at Our Lady of Lourdes. It's not necessarily separated, that God is in one part, and learning about science and the world and literature and everything else is another separated part. It's all a part of who we are. So in learning more about all of those things, you grow in the understanding of the greatness of God, but also that He reaches down into even the smallest parts of our life.
The most important aspect to me of Catholic education, and I state this right in my classroom with my students, is that I can stop in the beginning of class and I can pray with them. That we lift that class up in prayer, I pray with them, I get prayer requests, and then I teach the math, and there's an integration of mathematics and the things of the Lord here at Lourdes, and that's the most important aspect of this school. We are body, soul, and spirit, and we're educating all three parts of the human being here at Lourdes, and I love that. My opinion as a current staff here at Lourdes is that we're stellar, that it's a tight-knit, we're a community. We always call ourselves that. We're a family here at Lourdes. And it's a wonderful bunch, a lot of different people and styles of teaching, and but our common basis is our Christian faith.
What makes something a classic? What makes a classic car? What makes something?
I am an English teacher by trade. I am a lover of literature and of words and of that art form. So I have the pleasure of teaching an English 9 class where I try to inspire my students to see the value in reading. I come to my English class every day. In spite of being an administrator, I said I will never give up teaching entirely because it is what I love. And I'm currently teaching To Kill a Mockingbird, and I am an impassioned attorney. I do the voice of Scout. I read to them. I do the trial, to the point where some of them even at times are brought to tears when that verdict is rendered. They feel like Jem sitting in the balcony with his black friends, and he cries when they come back with the guilty verdict. And I make them feel that.
My entire life is derived from this school. My husband and I were introduced by the current principal. I have converted to Catholicism at the late age of 33. The former principal baptized my daughter, married my husband and I, and without this school, I'm not quite sure if I would have had the same path and would be as happy as I am at Our Lady of Lourdes. I myself am a product of a Catholic school, and though I do remember in high school being challenged academically, and I do remember being surrounded by people who were extremely intelligent, I don't remember seeing the constant and persistent charity in that school as I see at Our Lady of Lourdes. And I think that is what makes our school remarkably more special than other Catholic schools and other public schools in the area and in New York State. I would tell any parent coming from a Catholic elementary school that if they want to see a continued spiritual and academic growth in their child, that this would be the place for them.
The quality of the teachers here at Lourdes is one that I don't think you'll experience anywhere else. They are so hardworking and dedicated and take so much time on their lessons and objectives of each lesson, and it's more personable. They stay after to give extra help when needed. They're there to talk throughout the day, and they're just so open, you know, to helping each individual. What makes Lourdes so special and different from other Catholic high schools is that we are such a community here. You know, we have alumni that send their kids here. The community is so involved in everything we do. And, you know, Lourdes is just so well known in the Dutchess County area, and they know that we produce well-educated individuals.
The most unique thing about Lourdes, without a doubt, is the sense of community that we have established here. It's incredible to me to see not only the students interacting with one another in this kind of community setting of charity, of helpfulness, but also the parents. Today we saw the parents organization having the 99-day celebration for the seniors, and it's just so beautiful to see community members, parents, faculty, administration, everyone coming together, not only in support of the students, but in collaboration with the students. It's really fantastic for me. It's inspiring for me, honestly, to watch this sense of faith and cooperation and really an invested interest in each student as an individual, and of course the entire student body as a group.
This school in the future is heading in the right direction. Again, we're incorporating a lot of technology, we're increasing our curriculum, giving our student body more choices of classes that they can take to get them ready for the college level, such as AP courses, college level courses. I believe our numbers will continue to grow, and I think we're going to flourish in all aspects: academics, athletics, our theater arts. You know, we give our students here a wide variety of things to come and have a great high school experience in their 4 years here.
You're at your town. Your ticket should say you're in town.
My job is all-encompassing, so I'm not just a principal, but I'm the superintendent of schools, I'm head of custodians. I mean, this is a Catholic school, so we do it all. So my day is from about 6:30 to 6:30 here at Lourdes. Then I usually go downstairs. I go to fencing matches and basketball games and all the football games, and to mock trial events. I go and watch the kids that are in drama after school. So my day is meetings. Everybody asks, what do you do? I say, I have meetings. But all my meetings are very purposeful. And then I try to leave the end of my day to go and see the extracurricular, because I love that stuff.
Athletics does have a very big role. I think there are roughly 700 kids in the high school this year, and almost 70%, so 3 out of 4 students will say, they do some sort of sport or club sport, which is, I think, very telling about the kind of environment that we have here in general, the kind of school spirit that's fostered through athletics and the different clubs that we have here. Really, it generates a different quality in the student that, because, you know, it does require kids to be responsible for their studies first, and it requires them to be on top of their academic game, if you will, in order for them to be on top of their athletic game. So, you know, most of our student athletes that come through each day, they know that they have to get their schoolwork done, and the rigors and requirements of all of our sports, and our coaches do a great job, are very much, you know, it's very intense. So the kids definitely who participate, you can see that they, when they go out and they play, they wear the Lourdes spirit and pride, and they definitely have a greater responsibility.
My sister actually played varsity basketball for a year, so I was watching her, and I went to the open gyms, which start when you're like going and becoming an incoming freshman. So I got to know the girls on the team and the coaches through open gyms like before I became a freshman, and then that's what like got me started at Lourdes. I love my coaches. I've had them for 4 years, and they're both so dedicated, and like you can just tell that they really want the best for the girls on the team, and that they really go out of their way to help the team win. And by watching film, they like research the other teams for us, and they they definitely want us to improve and do well. So I think Lourdes is special because of the people that are here and the sense of community that they create. I think like the teachers really want what's best for the students, and like if you need help with something, they're definitely there to help you and to help you improve as a student. And but also they don't make it easy for you. Like they'll make the courses difficult because they know that you can handle it.
My experience at Lourdes, Our Lady of Lourdes High School, was very good, probably different than the Our Lady of Lourdes experience of today, since we had all religious teachers, sisters and brothers. The girls went to school in St. Mary's in Poughkeepsie for their freshman year, since the school was not finished, and the boys were actually in the high school already. I think we were taught to respect others, that our ideals should be to have very good standards, morals, dignity, loyalty. Not everyone there was Catholic that I went to school with, and their parents chose to send them to a Catholic school because they knew they would get tremendous values there that they could carry right through their life.
I felt very prepared for college after graduating Lourdes. I felt the workload here prepared me for a college workload.
Lourdes helped to shape my adult life by reinforcing a lot of the ideals that my parents tried to instill in my brothers and I as children. Hard work, sacrifice, commitment to something larger than yourself, dedication. We weighed the options of whether we were going to send our children to public school in the city of Poughkeepsie or make the sacrifice and send them to Lourdes. And I'd like to think that neither of us won out, because I think that both of us realize we made the right choice.
I went to Our Lady Lourdes from 1999 to 2003. I came here from Regina Caeli, which was a pretty small Catholic school in Hyde Park. So the transition to having a much bigger school was kind of different for me at first, but after a little while you kind of get used to it, you start to make new friends. I ran track here at Our Lady Lourdes for actually Mrs. Myers, who's still here, and I coached with her when I came back, and now I took over the track team and coached track. All my friends ran track. All the people I still hang out with that I went to high school with all ran track. We all became friends on the track team, and we've all stayed in touch since then. I think Mrs. Merriman is the perfect person to get Our Lady of Lourdes to the next level, to bring it back to where it was in the early 2000s when we were up, our enrollment was up in the high 900s. And I think that the attitude and the camaraderie that she brings to the building is a great thing.
So if I had an audience of 8th graders that were from non-Catholic schools, one of the things I would want to tell them or invite them to do is to come to Our Lady of Lourdes and visit for a day, to shadow a student, to come into the building, because I think that unfortunately what maybe the media does, what maybe even television programs have done to someone who's never experienced a Catholic school is they create, let's say, hyperboles or exaggerations of what a Catholic school really is, most of which are not true, most of which are exaggerations or very antiquated types of things that don't exist anymore. For that reason, I think that the best way for a young person to see what Our Lady of Lourdes is all about is to actually be invited into the building and spend the day, like really, walk in our shoes and come and see what we do here. Oddly enough that you asked that question though, this year I had, I think, an unprecedented amount of students take the tax exam, and 80 of them were public school students, which was about 40 more than normal. And I have seen a steady increase in students from public school interested in coming to Our Lady of Lourdes High School. I'd love to see more. I want them to know that these doors are open to all people, it is a nice opportunity to spend 4 years in a school like this and get ready for college, and to really not only hone your academic skills, but allow yourself to breathe from the chaos that exists in the outside world and really consider who you are as a human person. And I think Lourdes offers a young person both those opportunities. So I would invite them to come and visit.